Panzer II was the main existing tank in the structure of the Panzer Division in the early days of World War II, the protagonist of the project. Today, our company is this Tamiya Grandpa, released in 1971 and still popular nowadays. There are lots of Tamiya Grandpas who are super friendly to initiators like me. But this one, 35009, must be the first love among them all. I didn't film the assembling process because I don't see the necessary. It could be done in a maximum of 20 minutes. Everything is simple and clear, no room for mistakes. First of all, I'm going to do the upgrades and modifications, started from these lifting hooks, who are all around the vehicle. They are solid and obstruct. I will move them from my way. Find the relevant type as replacements from Heavy Hobby and glue them with super glue. Oops, I guess I lost it forever. Never mind, we need to learn to let go. Now we have more realistic lifting hooks. Keep going on the 3D printing replacements. There's a lot we could do here, easier applied it than the PE set. And besides the brand I choose, there are lots of other options. I'm 120% certain that you don't like the two solid plastic sticks. I'm always happy to take the metal barrel. If there was only one option I could pick in terms of upgrades and modifications, it must be the metal barrel. Every time I fail something when I put the shiny things in place. And maybe I fail the glory of the great industrial era. I use PVA glue to fix the barrel instead of super glue. It's to buy myself more time for the adjustment in order to hear the final click. A simple drilling to make your exhaust and exhaust. As you may know, these wasted PEs are my favorite measures to create extra details. They are easy to shape and bend. Essentially, we got tons of them. Clean and polish them carefully, otherwise they may ask you for blood. Don't ask me why I am aware of that. Additionally, I think the measure conforms with the temporary modifications on the battlefield. They don't have certain shapes or standards. Normally, I use the size of a jerry can as a reference. If they were fit to a jerry can, then they were also fit to other gears and tools. Cool, that's what it looks like. I'm also happy with the shelf on the back, which makes the room a reasonable zone for storage. The last two shiny elements for the build would be the holders for the spare track and wheel. With this trumpeter tool, it's easy to make metal handles. The idea I add these handles: number one, to make the build more personal. They look like the temporary modifications from the Panzer II. Number two, to create a reasonable fixing point for the wires. That's what they look like. I'm not a big fan of rubber tracks. I'm going to replace it with a set of 3D printing products. They have fine details and they are tiny and fragile, with small pins on both sides. Sharpen the tips of the pins allows you to insert them into the tracks. You don't want to place second height while the pins accidentally, occasionally dropped off. I use this particular glue to secure their flexibility. Looks much better, right? Besides, I need to replace the driving wheel too. Not only because it has better details, but also because it has the correct amount of teeth, which allowed it to match with the tracks. Approaching the end of the video, let's pull everything together. I didn't fix the command tower because that may create issues for me to paint the periscope. Voila, that's it. I will leave it as it is and paint it in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, forward, subs, or just watch the video. Any kind of interaction will be a great help on the channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.